Hi, I am Sasikanth Reddy. I am studying Masters of Information Technology at Charles University, Melbourne. I am going to explain about the exploring cyber attacks to blockchain and a system with possible solutions, a systematic overview. Let's come to the abstract about this. Blockchain is the latest technology to manage digital transactions efficiently. It becomes like a immutable ledger providing the transactions in a decentralized manner. This promptly evolving technology improves the digital transaction in a many sectors like supply chain, Internet of Things, healthcare, manufacturing, and cybersecurity. This like a powerful security of blockchain system. In this paper, we explore the systematic survey of service attacks and blockchain and their systems. In this introduction, blockchain technology is a cryptographic-based distributed ledger which enables trusted transaction among untrusted participants in the network. It is treated as several cryptographically chained blocks. A block means a data structure with three different components including data, hash of the previous block and hash of the previous hash and the data. If the data is changed in any block, its hash value will get changed. In this one, the recent development of Internet of Things and smart application incorporate the advancement of edge computing. While developing the smart city infrastructure, Internet of Things devices has been growing drastically. But still, the lacks locations awareness, bandwidth shortage, and real-time services. To address these limitations, we go for the edge computing that can meet the demand from IoT and mobile devices. Thus, edge computing is a bandwidth sufficient and low-cost service to enable smart applications. This can still location awareness bandwidth. In this background, there can be edge computing reducing the latency limited bandwidth. All the information of the blockchain is digitized without need of manual documentation. Nodes are without manufacture. The transaction is grouped into blocks for processing with enabled standard network protocol. Every node will receive the transaction in a real time. As there is no central authority, every participant can own copy of all data in system. Let's come to the node motivation. We need to explore the threats behind the blockchain and as well as edge computing. Blockchain-based threats are double spending security threats, rates attack, forward double spending attempts. In double spending attack, a consumer can use the same cryptocurrency multiple times of transaction. Another attack is a race attack where an attacker will send two different conflicting transactions into the Bitcoin network. In Finance attack, the hacker will send premium transaction into a block and send the coin and invalidate the transaction. On the Vector 76 attack, an attacker can use privately mined block to perform a double spending attack on the transaction. The main contribution of this paper is to explore the threats and attacks present in both blockchain and edge computing. We will list the attacks along with possible countermeasures to deal with such issues. In double spending or race attack, it can let the seller lose their products and create blockchain threats. In order to tackle this issue, instead observer in network communication, so that nearby peer will notify the merchant about the double spending and disable the connection. In Finance attack, dishonest person can broadcast payment at a block of the sake of double spending. To address this, wait for multi-confirmation for each transaction. For brute force attack, insert an observer in the network. In one confirmation attack, wait for multi-confirmation for every transaction. For block discounting attack, basic techniques include decode protocol and freshness. In airdropping attack in the edge computing, a malicious user hides in the network and poses an actual threat against the developer to steal the user data. Other attacks in edge computing are denial of service attack and data tampering attack, where the hacker can tamper the data sent during the transaction. Security attacks can lead to privacy and security problems because weak credential can become vulnerable and it makes insecure communication. Let's come to materials and methods. This research involves a qualitative analysis of secondary data to analyze the cybersecurity industry in blockchain technology. It focuses on the research is papers on the blockchain cybersecurity use cases. To begin with, we will focus on the implementation of the cybersecurity aspects of blockchain in recent years. It can include the methods to deploy the blockchain-enabled cybersecurity solutions. Most researched blockchain applications are public key cryptography, data privacy, and IoT. Many security researchers found the blockchain IoT since it involves millions of devices. It can also deploy the blockchain-enabled security problems. To begin with, the focus of the implementation of the cybersecurity aspect of the blockchain in the recent years. In this blockchain applications are public key cryptography. Let's come to data collection. We focus on the blockchain technology in cybersecurity. They are prone to security failures in the security controls stand independently. When it needs to deal with the attacks including distributed denial of service attack, hackers can target a single security issues. Our objective is to improve the security aspects of the blockchain technology in IoT. Because blockchain technology enable IoT can improve the access control and data sharing from IoT devices. In this data inclusion criteria, we identify some of the primary studies relating to the blockchain and cybersecurity. It provides necessary comparative research analysis of the cybersecurity of the blockchain. Blockchain-enabled feature can be beneficial in providing security of the devices. Cryptocurrency blockchain are usually to invest the significant resources to assist the validation of the transaction. So the blockchain can be implemented without the requirement of the miner. It can be research analysis of the enabled feature can be beneficial in providing. We consider some of the attacks present in the edge computing as well as the blockchain technology. In the edge computing, where edge layers maximize the efficiency and minimize the cost. Analysis of raw data, we consider some of the attacks presented in the edge computing as well as the blockchain technology. Some of the attacks are denial of service attack, virtual machine based attack, side channel attack, and session hijacking. These issues are making the system incapable and that leads to limited network visibility. Ineffective ways of attack detection, virtualization issues, and malicious fog node issues. Further security issues can make inefficient authorization authentication of the losses. In these results, we will summarize the security attacks identified in the edge computing. The attacker will try to disrupt the normal service by more servers. It can prevent the legitimate use of service. The attacker persistently sends the stream of packets to the victim or system to collapse the service offered by the system. Flooding based attack is one of the type of DDoS attack where it can shut down the normal service under the various modi service packets are available. In case of UDP flooding, it makes a UDP service as incapable service by enabling encryption technique. Virtual machine monitor and trusted platform module can bring the necessary security aspects. It brings a protect against such a type of attacks. Let's come to the discussion. Blockchain technology can be used to prevent unauthorized entry into the blockchain. There are some existing attacks, but still it is not enough to deal with attacks like distributed denial of service attack, where hackers can target the single security solutions. They can even put it out of service and process to escape. Reliable user identification, authentication, and data transfer. It should keep the distributor recovered, trusted historic connections, and prevent unauthorized access. Comes to the conclusion and future direction. Blockchain is extremely support field in providing the cybersecurity aspects in many sectors, including IoT and digital transaction. Bitcoin can be helpful in protecting the blockchain area. The main feature of the blockchain are decentralization, persistence, anonymity, and editability. This paper focuses on the security areas.